everybody, how's it going? This is kind of a how to get started guide for Albion Online. So basically, if you're just getting into the world of Albion Online, you're probably wondering what the hell am I supposed to do? What's going on here? So I'm going to run you through real quick, give you some real basics about where to go and how to get yourself established in the world of Albion. So basically, what's going on right now is we're in kind of a main town here. You'll start either somewhere close or in kind of like a main town area. And the first thing that you want to do is you're gonna have to get some gear. And as you can see right now, we're in tier 3 armor, and we have a tier 3 weapon now. The armor and the weapons come in different tiers, and in order to wear those tiers or create those tiers, you have to follow the destiny board. This is the destiny board, what we're looking at right now. And in order to do that, in order to unlock these particular tiers, you have to, level them up and do certain things, and those certain things will be, crafting and cutting down things like wood and skinning, and you'll get what's called fame. It's essentially XP. And you'll unlock those new basically sections. So first things first, we're gonna hit K, and it kind of shows us where we are. We're in Middle Cross right now. There's a couple it's kind of like a starter-esque city. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go we're gonna take our horse out. You'll get it in the mail if you've bought the pack. Otherwise, you might be doing some walking. And we're gonna start going northwest. You can really kind of go any general direction. I'm gonna go into basically the directions directly surrounding the underlying town. So like right here, we're in Reedvale. You're gonna have kind of lower end mobs. So right now we have bunnies, right? Bunnies is what you'll skin to collect tier 1 pelts or like leather. Then you have these trees right here, which you'll chop down to get tier 1 wood. Then you'll see eventually you'll have these like kind of foxes. Foxes are tier 2 leather. And we're gonna go on this. And then eventually, you go up. You'll get wolves, and wolves are tier 3 leather. You'll see different kinds of rocks in the area. I'll try to point them out as we go along. Basically, what's gonna happen is it's pretty easy to craft in this game, and what you want to do is essentially gather resources corresponding to what tier you want to make. So, in order to craft, let's say, tier 2 armor, we're going to need to cut down some tier 2 trees and turn it into tier 2 planks and essentially make our armor. And obviously, you're going to want to start off with tier 1 first off, gather your resources for tier 1, craft that, gather them from tier 2, craft that, so on and so forth. So right now we're in the woods here, and we see some tier 2 trees, right? These are the birch trees. So we're in kind of a tier 2 to tier 3 area, and that's going to give us, you're going to see more trees, higher tier rocks, like these rocks right here. You'll notice we have these kind of crappy looking gray rocks, that's tier 1. Now we have these kind of darker shade, that's tier 2. So we're gonna do some crafting. Oh, I just killed that poor little bunny. We can skin him, right? And that's gonna give us some tier 1 leather. And if we go over to these trees here, we'll start cutting away. And that's going to give us some tier 2 wood. And so, you know, obviously for corresponding weapons to corresponding resources, so, you know, if you're making a staff or a bow, you're going to want to get a lot of wood. You're going to want to go down and cut down tier 1 trees. Make your bow. Then you want to go get tier 2 trees. Make your tier 2 bow. And it gets harder as it goes up. So, for instance, right now, I can craft tier 2 bows. I actually bought my tier 3 bow. And this is where crafting kind of comes more so into play. You're going to see a lot more dedicated crafters in a game like this. Because we kind of start to plateau out around tier 3. Once you learn tier 3, it becomes very hard to go on to the next level unless, you know, that is what you do if you're a crafter. So right now we're trying to learn tier 3. And how we do that is basically we just have to grind a bunch of tier 2 bows. And the way we see that progress is down here in our destiny board. And it'll show your most current... they're almost like little quests. And you'll see they have a little kind of like XP bar. So you don't just have one XP bar, you kind of level up whatever it is that you're actually doing. And right now we're still harvesting these nice birch logs. They're tier 1, or I'm sorry, tier 2. And so, you know, we're just getting all these logs, getting them together, and leveling up. So like I said before, when you're first starting out, you're just going to want to basically kind of try to craft up to tier 3. It's going to be a good way to get yourself acclimated to the game. And it's really easy to do. Once you get to tier 3, though, it's going to be easier to farm silver off of mobs and the like, so it seems, than it is going to be to actually start crafting, you know, those higher tier weapons on your own. That's where the kind of dedicated crafters are going to kind of come into play. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. We're gonna go kill this fox too, so I can show you, you know, making some armor. Oh, I just got my my tier 3 bow. It's got a new ability. Alright, we killed this little fox here. We're gonna skin him for some tier 2 armor. I'm sorry, tier 2 leather. And he had a bunch on him. It's good. So we're just kind of harvesting resources. And you're just gonna basically harvest resources around kind of the major city that you're in. If you want to team up with your friends and whatnot. Now, as you can see, we're getting slower here. We're getting a lot slower. We're gonna grab this rock here too. This is a tier 1 stone, and then we can go over here to this tier 2 stone. So here's our weight right now. We're getting pretty heavy. As you can see, our guy runs a lot slower, and we're gonna head back soon. Okay, we got some tier 2 stone right there. So we got a lot of trees. We can get some more, a couple more trees. So basically just farming resources. Alright, we're gonna hop on our horse, our little pony here. And the nice thing about having a pony or a ox is that when you hop on them, as you notice now, we're not slow anymore. Okay, so we're gonna head back to town. And right now it's the first day of Summer Alpha, so a lot of the towns, what seem to be kind of like player towns. You can see here in like Queen's Market, you can actually purchase plots, and a lot of these workbenches are actually owned by players. But we're gonna go back to the starter town because it's just got all the crafting benches and whatnot that we're gonna want to use. And we're gonna craft some weapons. We're gonna craft some armor. So the crafting in this game is pretty easy. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's nothing too crazy. So we're gonna come over, all right, and we're back in town. And basically, we can come over to our bank. Bank's in the center of town. It's this treasure chest right here. Your bank is equivalent to the town that you are in. You can't just go from town to town. Your bank is attached to whatever town is in. So if you go to another town, none of this stuff will be here. Okay, so we're gonna basically, what we want to do now is we're gonna make some bows. We're gonna make a tier 2 bow, right? Because we need to grind a little bit more before we can make tier 3 bows. A little bit more XP. So we're gonna come over here, and if you hit M on your map, it'll show you all the different workbenches, sets of archery. You know, you got your stonemason, you got your lumber, you got your tanning, you know, and hide, cloth, tools, weapons, you know, so on and so forth. Auction house right here with a little gavel. So we're right here. We're next to the lumber making one. So we need to turn these logs that we just farmed and harvested into planks. So we're gonna hit this. It's gonna bring us a little menu right here. We're gonna convert them into birch planks. So we're gonna click on this, and it tells us we need you know, whatever amount of logs. And this is kind of our. If you're familiar with like Arcade or games that kind of have like a labor system, this is how many points it costs. I haven't gotten anywhere near running out of points, so it's very. I think that's going to be more so for higher tier weapons. So we're going to craft. We're just hit craft right here. Oop, can't do that while mounted. We're going to pop off our mount. Craft right here, and here we go. We're going to take our 75 logs, and we are going to turn them into 75 lumber, and we're going to make some bows. And as you'll soon see, you can kind of choose different abilities and whatnot when you're crafting the armor. Hopefully this will get our weight down a little bit. And you know, obviously, if you want to craft, you know, a helmet or a piece of a chest, or you know, like you just want to basically get that corresponding resource. So you know, if we wanted to make a, you know, piece of leather armor, then we'd have to go out, and instead of getting wood, we'd be getting lumber. We'd be getting leather. Alright, so we're going to come over here to the archery crafting station, and we are going to craft a bow. We're going to click on our guy right here, and we can make tier 2 bows. Can't quite make tier 3 bows yet. What's it say our problem is? Can't craft journeyman's bow. Need to unlock the recipe on the Destiny board, so we don't quite have the XP, essentially. So we're going to hit our bow right here. And basically, these are the moves that it's going to have, and then it's going to have an extra one, or an extra kind of passive ability that we can choose. We have what? Reduce enemies' magic and physical armor by 25% for 5 seconds. Increases the range of your attacks. Chance to gain energy. Less threat, so if you're pulling aggro, doing more of a dungeon crawler, depending on what you want to do. So we're just going to hit the first one, and we're going to craft it. Oh, gotta get off that mount. Alright. And so it's going to take that plank right there, and it's going to turn into a bow, right? So, you know, again, shows us what our resources are right here. You know, you need 28 pieces of plank, and we're going to craft another bow, and we'll craft one more. Okay, and as you can see down here, Journeyman Hunter, this is this little kind of, it's almost like a little quest pops up, And it tells us we're 236 out of 387. And once we get to 387, we'll then be able to craft our tier 3 bow. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of the crafting in this game. You just kind of got to gather the resources and craft at the corresponding station. We can go over here to the auction house and throw our bows up for sale and make some moolah, make some money, honey. So that's basically our first kind of look at our quick start guide. So if you're just getting into the world of Albion and don't know what to do right off the bat, there you go. Start crafting and get your armor up and get out there in the world and start killing stuff. But thanks for joining me, guys. My name is Rischie. Definitely check the channel out, and I love you and I want to kiss you. And I hope you guys have fun in the world of Albion.